No real solutions, and the best part about it, the one time we thought Wendell and Matthew were going to have to step outside, they handled it like responsible grown-ups who have children.
Nobody loves minor hockey more than Don Cherry. Coming up, you'll hear from Grapes, his opinion on the status of hockey in Canada. A morning of 5- and 6-year-olds on the ice. They skate oblivious to anything but try hard, have fun, and can I have a treat? Welcome back. I'm Darren Millard. Attend a rink in the GTA with any regularity, outside of Saturday night, of course. There's a good chance you'll eventually run into Don Cherry. His passion has not waned, and we're pleased to be joined by Grapes. Hi, Don.
You know, Darren, I have to tell you, when I listen to people on TV and the radio, I always go, what's their resume? What's their credentials? Or something like that, whatever it is. I've been out, as we speak, 4 times this week to watch the kids play. My son, who rates all the midgets, minor midgets, to the OHL. So we go out. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not what I read in the paper. I've been out there. Now, first of all, I've seen one fight in 9 years. One fight. But you read in the papers, fight, the violence and that, and the whole. The referees are calling everything headshots. They give it this one. It is down. There is not violence in hockey in the minor midgets. I'm telling you, if you go out and watch it, you'd see. The referees are terrific. I have not heard a parent going nuts in the stands, and I'm out there all the time. I've never heard a parent. Now, I will say you get in the House League and the A and that, they do holler and all stuff like that. But when the hockey I go to, I don't see it. Now, they say the attendance is down and that it's down because of the violence. Not. It's the expense. I know I signed sticks for kids. I signed sticks for kids, $300. I know a guy that spent $5,000 on sticks for minor midget hockey. It is ridiculous, the skates and the whole deal. It's not the immigration, it's the expense. And where all the money goes is beyond me. I have no idea. I know the kids pay all that money, the parents, and then in GTHL they have to pay $6 to get in. It is ridiculous. It's the cost. Somebody's got to help us out there. The only way it's down is because of the cost. How much time do I got to say it?
All that and all he said was hi. Now to a first question. You're in these rinks, Don. What do you take away from the state of minor hockey in Canada?
Unbelievable. All I have to do is take about our Canadian kids. We got McKinnon, should be Rookie of the Year. We got Johnson right there. We got Monahan. We got 9 out of the top 10 scorers are Canadian. We win under 18 all the time. Nobody says anything. The only reason we lose in junior are the jerks that are picking the guys. As I talk right now, Connor Brown has scored 100 points, the first one in all of Canadian hockey, and he's got 20 games to go. And he wasn't even given a tryout. If we were not politically correct in the juniors, we win then. And we got the best players in the world. We got, if you come out and watch the minor midget, I don't know out west, but you should see the guys I see right now. We got a beautiful team coming up right now. We best players in the world. There's nothing wrong with our minor hockey.
One of the recent hot-button topics was Brent Sutter's conversation with the media after the World Junior Hockey Championship when Canada failed to medal, and he talked about skill development and kind of got pointed towards minor hockey associations not doing their part. What did you take away from that?
Well, I'll let you in on a secret if you want to know. Brent, I've never mentioned this before, Brent Sutter phoned me, and he told me that was taken out of context, that it wasn't right after the game. He was in a scrum about an hour later, and they said, well, how come how come you didn't win? And then he said, well, I think we have to do that and do that. It wasn't, he said, I didn't throw the kids under the bus. It was about an hour later. And, listen, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying the coaches are perfect. I'm not saying everything's perfect. In fact, I'll tell you, I think we do too many drills. I think it is a little structured, but it's not perfect. It's the best we got. If our programs aren't that good, how come we got 130 Europeans in junior hockey? Yes, 130 taking our jobs. How come now? Here's a new one for you. We've got the Europeans coming over in our minor midget now. believe it or not. We got a bunch there. And believe it or not, we have them in our Bantam system, Europeans coming over taking our job. So our systems must be the best because that's the way they come over for us.
Don, we've talked a lot today about trying to grow the game and take it to that next level, but there's barriers, of course, in the way. What do you think the number one thing is that we need to deal with in minor hockey?
I would like to make something up. I would like to say something like that would sound clever. It's cost. It is cost. I know families that have great young hockey players, but they can't afford it. It is something, don't tell me it takes $300 to make a hockey stick. Everybody's cashing in, and it's almost like they have the parents as a blackmail. For instance, if Jimmy comes up and says to his dad, "Dad, Johnny's got a $300 stick. You know, how come I can't have one?" And that's the way it works. It's cost. I'd like to make up something different than that. I'd like to say the violence. I'm sure somebody said that up there. It's cost.
Don, I know it's a real passion of yours. Appreciate the time.
Oh, well, thanks, Darren. Before we go, I'd like to say something. You know, I know you're going out and talk to people and that, and you're going to talk to some mothers and that, and they're going to say it's going to be the violence in hockey. I don't know how there can be violence. It's none hitting now. Maybe 20 years ago I used to go, and 30 years ago. There's no hitting now, but they read it in the paper, they hear it on TV, and it's the old normal thing. You see, we have to, in the media, this is the way it works in Canada, as we know. The only thing we're good at in the world, believe me, we might win figure skating once in a while and stuff like that, but consistently, the only thing we're good at in the world is hockey. We're known all over the world for hockey, so as Canadians, we must rip it to shreds. We're the best, we always will be the best. There's nothing wrong with minor hockey, nothing at all as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, now we're done. Thanks, appreciate it. Don, you'd love the program that's taking place behind us. That when we continue on Game On, minor hockey in Canada.
My name is Tom Fatsis. I'm a service engineer by day and a hockey volunteer in my spare time.
Tom's foundation is fun.
This is bringing the community together.
He's actually more of a mentor out there.
It's kind of priceless, the time and the effort that he puts into this program.
Okay, here I come. I'm crawling through. We can't start the game till I say go, right? Quit that puck. Hit that puck. Let's go. Woo-ha!
We'd heard through friends in the community that this program was run at an exceptional level. And it was in large part due to Tom Fatsis.
Hockey at this level, you know, it's the most purest, innocent form of hockey. He makes sure the number one thing is to have fun.
Want to go higher, up high. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that goal. Wow.
I do this because I love to see children going home realizing they had fun and a heck of a day playing hockey.
Who likes snowmen? You gotta put your hand back down. It's the guy who puts it up the fastest. Who likes kissing? You guys like kissing? Oh!
He's really a 10-year-old kid inside of an adult's body. Like, he gets it, he understands it, and that's really why this program is so good. He sells it to the kids, and the parents just come along for the ride.
Go, Bruins, go! Come on! Go, Bruins, go! Go, Bruins, go! Tom's Angels! Holy cow!
My fondest memories come from the game of hockey as a child. I'm just trying to instill the same memories to other children involved in the sport. It's the best game to play on the planet.
3 decades in the game, and there's good days and bad days, and I'm going to be honest, this hasn't been Tom's best. He's kind of struggled out there. 5 games, he hasn't called a single penalty. I don't know whether he's distracted with the TV cameras or what, but congratulations to Tom on this great program. But it's not unique just to minor hockey. All minor sports lean on these volunteers.
Great people, the coaches, the volunteers, obviously the referees and the umpires, outstanding individuals, and some of the greatest people we've met, Scott, have come from the minor hockey and the youth sport program. Wonderful people.
How did we do today?
I think we did fine. We identified the key issues and the challenges facing this great game. Dialogue is always an important thing. I think we all agree this sport is not in crisis by any stretch of the imagination, but you can always strive to get the game better, to make it safer, and to reach out to more and more kids.
Our thanks to everybody who expressed their opinions and donated their time about this issue of minor hockey in Canada. The number one thing we suggest that you do, keep the conversation going.